The Lee Group will be holding its 11th annual Small Business Workshop May 14th at 8 a.m. at the Corner Ballpark located at 1680 Michigan Avenue in Detroit. This year's theme is Thriving Through Uncertainty. Come and join the conversation as business leaders from across Detroit will be addressing this critical issue. This is a free event, and for more information, please go to leagroupinnovation.com. That's leagroupinnovation.com and click on the Small Business Workshop tab. All right, I'd like to welcome you to this edition of In the Conference Room with Marquez Sleek. I hope you had a great weekend. The weather is beautiful. Belated Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all the moms out there. I hope you enjoyed your very special day. We appreciate all that you do. As you know, this is your source for business conversations from across the great city of Detroit, the state of Michigan, as well as across the country. My name is Mark Esley, and I'm your host. We've been doing this for a while right now, for quite a few years, and I thank you all for your support. And this week is certainly no different. We're going to talk to well, let me just say it this way. We're not going to talk baseball, although we'll be talking to someone from the Detroit Tigers. We're going to be talking really about the community impact the Tigers are making within the city of Detroit and beyond. Now, we know, obviously, having a good season, we know about the players and things like that, but I want to take a slightly different twist and talk about other players within the community across the city of Detroit. And help me do that. To do that is Mr. Matt Williams. He's the manager of baseball growth initiatives for the Detroit Tigers. He's a great guy. I've had a chance to have conversations with him in the past. Matt Williams, thanks for joining me in the conference room. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. So glad to have you with us this morning. And really, again, we want to focus more so on the community side and the impact that Tigers are having within the city of Detroit. So let's start there. But before we do, just got to give us an overview of your role within the organization.
Yeah, so I'm within brand marketing. My goal, the efforts of what my focus is just grow the game of baseball, and by doing that, giving kids many opportunities to play the game of baseball or softball, but also looking at marketing efforts to make sure our brand is out there the right way. When we see that only Old English D, we want to make sure those feelings are good as we continue to help out in all aspects of the community.
And that's awesome to hear because a lot of times we think of, baseball, obviously we think of the big leagues. I'm a native Detroiter, born and raised in the city and going way back in the day. I was involved in Little League baseball at a very young age, and I was exposed to the Tigers at a very young age. Let's fast forward to 2025 and talk about that level of exposure to young people here in the city.
Yeah, it all starts with one of our signature programs called Play Ball to Trade. Play Ball to Trade is an opportunity where we try to subsidize as much as we can for 5 local leagues. Those 5 leagues are Detroit PAL, Rosedale, Eagle Sports, Detroit Parks and Rec, and Boys and Girls Club. And they start from the age of 4 all the way up through 18. The beauty of that is we want them to get as excited as possible at starting at the age of 4, where we give all the kids uniforms, which is called our Tiny Tigers program. And we give them uniforms, equipment, things of that nature to make sure they get excited with the sport. All the way up through the age of 18, we have which is called RBI, Reviving Baseball in Inner Cities. It is a major league baseball initiative where every ball club or every market has an RBI affiliation where it's a quote unquote travel team. We understand that travel ball is so expensive that we do our best to just subsidize those costs as much as we can. Last year, we have 3 teams, 2 baseball, 1 softball. Excuse me, one of our baseball teams and our softball team actually made it to the World Series, where we went to Pittsburgh for the regional, played well enough there. Then we went to Vero Beach, Florida, the Jackie Robinson Complex, to play in the World Series. And it was just a great experience for a lot of the kids to play the game. Some of them, it was their first time on a plane. Just the fears of flying and going through baggage claim, TSA, all that stuff. I mean, it's just, it was a beautiful experience for a lot of the kids to really knowing that the Tigers are behind them all the way to make sure, we just want them to have that experience, but also not have to worry about shelling out thousands of dollars just to get to a baseball tournament.
I remember years ago, my son was very young. He was part of it. He was in the travel league, and just he was affiliated to the local community. And I remember Matt going around and chilling out all that money and then traveling with him to all the games. It was an awesome experience. But like you said, that's a great opportunity for these young people to travel because I'm sure that some of the kids, even at my young age, back in the day in the city, I never left my neighborhood and I never had a chance to really travel to other cities. So for me to be able to travel just across the city of Detroit play the Little League games on the east side, from the west side to the north. That was a huge experience for me as well.
Yeah, no, I'm a product of Detroit baseball, also born and raised in Rosedale Park,
Mhm.
6 Mile and Southfield area. And I was the same way, growing up and playing the game. I only stayed in my neighborhood. I really didn't understand what it took or just the breadth of how baseball can be throughout the city, let alone the country. I'm actually a product of Tigers Nike RBI as well, all the way back more than 20 years ago. It's crazy to think about. But even then, when my team went to the World Series in Houston, and I got to see kids from all across the country that looked like me playing the game, and that made me realize I had a lot of work to do. So that having that opportunity is really it's great, it's humbling, and it also makes me feel good knowing that where we started from, 25 years ago to where we are now with the three teams doing really well and looking forward to growing this upcoming year as well. The last piece I wanted to bring up about last year's team is that
Sure.
um, 14 of the 16 players on our senior baseball team are playing college baseball,
Oh
and
my goodness.
majority of them are from the city, are from this area, and having that opportunity and being a part of that was just something special. And I just want to continue to see it grow as we coming into this year as well.
And that's part of baseball legacy is passing it down from generation to generation and see those doors open for the young people. I know there was a recent experience, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was at Grandmont. I don't, was it Grandmont? I think it was a recent one. Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, in the city. But when the team comes into a neighborhood, for example, talk about the kids, their excitement. Just talk about what their reactions are. I mean, first of all, everybody knows the beloved Old English Tea. No
Yeah,
questions about that. You have it on right now.
yeah.
Everybody knows about it. But when the young people see the Tigers organization setting up shop in that particular neighborhood, talk about their reactions and their excitement.
Oh man, it's beautiful. Yeah, you're referring to a Rosa Grandma Little
Thank
League,
you. Yeah.
and we showed up. It was a surprise and delight for Pauls to come out there, and when that happened, literally, it was just a sea of kids running over to him and just getting excited, hugging him. He got tackled. It was early in the morning, raining out, but the kids were cold and but just to see the smiles on their faces, to know that we are there, knowing that they have the support was nothing other than special experience. Because we came out there in full force. We had our rally cats come out there to help cheer on the kids. We had Paws, we had a DJ, we had airbrush tattoo artists. We had our signage out there, and just to see the kids' excitement, knowing that the team that they're growing up watching is coming to where they are versus them having to come where we are is just truly special because we want to make sure all of the experiences that they have in the sport of baseball are going to continue to move forward. So that's why we're here just to help out in any way we can.
And yet you take these kids also to Tiger games. I think it's my understanding tickets are available. Talk about that experience of going to Comerica Park. What did they experience when they go downtown?
Yeah, some of them, this is their first opportunity to go to a baseball game, and seeing kids 4 to 6 years old really come to Comerica Park for the first time is nothing more than special. We actually do a parade for them on the field prior to the game, and that might be their only time ever touching a major league ballpark, actual field. My first time, I was 16, 17 years old. I was lucky enough to uh, play on the RBI team, and we actually played the championship game down in Cleveland. Being able to go on field and doing things like that, to be able to have those type of experiences. So being from Detroit, working for the team that I grew up watching is nothing more than special. Being able to give back to the kids in the neighborhood that I grew up in.
For those of you tuning in, we're talking to Matt Williams from Detroit Tigers. He's the brand, the baseball growth initiatives, part of baseball growth initiatives for Detroit Tigers. Now, what he just explained to you, again, I try to keep it focused on our guests and the kids, but what he's explaining is absolutely true. As a native Detroiter, you all know I'm from here. My dream is actually one day just to play for the Tigers, like everybody else in the city. Talks about the legacy, the impact that team has on this great city, the state, the region, name it, whoever. But my point was, I remember playing ball, and my dream, Matt, back in the day, was to certainly, hopefully, play at Tiger Stadium, the old Tiger Stadium. That was every kid's dream in the neighborhood. And the one Tiger that lived in my neighborhood was Mr. Willie Horton. We used to always come to our banquets. And again, I'm 6, 7, 8, 10 years old at the time. And to see Mr. Horton living in the neighborhood, just engaging with us like everybody else, that had a profound impact on all the kids in the neighborhood. Now, of course, my dream was derailed. I never quite made it to Tiger Stadium, but I still pull for the team, as you know, deep down inside. So to have these young people experience that, talk about the future of the program is in terms of growth? Are you looking to expand it? Kind of gives a sense of where we are in 2025 and your vision for the future.
Yeah, no, my vision is to grow to more than just the city of Detroit, because obviously we have a lot of areas, neighborhoods in the region that are just struggling, honestly, with whether it's recruiting coaches, fields to play on, um, a number of things, and that's why we're just here as a support system to make sure they do get those elements, because one extra element of Play Ball Detroit is our field cleanups. And you bring up Mr. Horton. We're actually going to be cleaning up his the field that he grew up playing on next Tuesday, and on the 20th. We're actually bringing the head grounds crew here, Heather Nabosny. She's going to go out there with us to kind of look at, assess the situation, and see how we can make sure the field is up to par. And that's where the Boys and Girls Club will be mainly playing majority of their games throughout the summer. And just to me, it's almost like hallowed ground to knowing that somebody from the city, where he grew up playing, eventually became a world champion here in the city and still giving back and doing stuff here. The special note that we've been working with Mr. Horton to hopefully get him out to the opening day this year, and I believe he will be able to make it. But and just having that full circle is just going to be a truly special opportunity for them to see a Tigers great come back to the field that he grew up playing on, and now the kids are currently going to be playing on to help move things forward.
Absolutely. As we begin to wrap up, anything else? I want to give you an opportunity to say anything else about the program, about the Play Ball Detroit, where can people get more information? And by the way, before I turn it over to you, how many tickets do you generally give back to the kids throughout the course of the season? What do they have to do to get access to them, if anything at all?
Yeah, so to be a part of the organization, you go to playballdetroit.com. And by joining the league, that's where you joining any of the leagues, that's where you will be able to get access to those tickets. And that's where we do the opening day and the parade for all of the leagues. So if you go to playballdetroit.com, you can definitely get more information about the program. And we're always looking to grow, expand the current leagues that we have, because we have we call it three segments of the league or the season. The spring season, which started with Rosedale. We have the early summer, which starts with Detroit Pal and Eagle Sports. And then later summer, early midsummer is going to be Eagle Sports and Detroit Pal. They start on June 7th. And then later summer starts mid-July with with Parks and Rec and the Boys and Girls Club. So there's definitely plenty of opportunities, plenty of ways to get involved. If you want to volunteer, you can also go to playballdetroit.com to even go to those specific leagues as well, because we always need support. We always need help because the kids, they need it. and they need to
Yeah.
know that we are there behind them and to help them stand on our shoulders for help them to see their full potential in whatever they want to do.
It truly takes a village. And again, this conversation is an awesome conversation. We love our Detroit Tigers. We want to take it beyond the playing field. We want to take it beyond the major league level and focus on our kids. The kids truly, indeed, are our future. Mr. Matt Williams, Baseball Growth Initiative for the Tigers. I want to thank you very much for your time. I know you're busy. We appreciate your flexibility as well. But thank you for what you're doing and keep up the great work.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. For all of you tuning in, I want you all make it a great day, make it a great week. Check out Conference Room and subscribe to that button down low. And don't forget to enjoy this beautiful weather because it's going to only get better. And by the way, get down to the ballpark and watch your Detroit Tigers because the Tigers, someone made them hot. I know they struggled the last day or two, but someone made those Tigers hot and watch out. All right, we'll check you out next time on In the Conference Room with Mark Esley. Have a great day, everyone. The Lee Group will be holding its 11th annual Small Business Workshop May 14th at 8 a.m. at the Corner Ballpark located at 1680 Michigan Avenue in Detroit. This year's theme is Thriving Through Uncertainty. Come and join the conversation as business leaders from across Detroit will be addressing this critical issue. This is a free event, and for more information, please go to leegroupinnovation.com. That's leegroupinnovation.com and click on the Small Business Workshop tab.